Base screen, pretty screen, full HD, super fast, huge battery, crisp RAM, metal build, thin, live as big as USB 3, LTE, fingerprints, Android, and oh yeah, a stylus. Wait, what? Did you get all that? Don't worry about it. If you didn't, that is exactly what I was talking about today. I will be discussing the ultimate smartphone. Whatever that means, it's really just the best of the best right now, using all the features of the best smartphones in today's market, or rumored to be very soon. So I'm going to go one by one over the parts and features that the ultimate smartphone would have, and citing where those features come from, like a phone already out or a phone rumored to come out very soon. So let's get right into it. It seems fitting to start off with what people will notice first on a phone, being the screen. Of course, being the best smartphone out, it will have a 5.8 to 6.2 inch screen, just around the 5.9 inch area that the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 holds. But what's a screen without a good resolution? We're going to go with a full HD 1920 by 1080 pixel resolution. Now there are a ton of 1080p smartphones out right now, so this doesn't come from anyone in particular. But both of those things don't matter that much alone. It needs to be a good screen. With a lot of screen technologies out, we're still going to go with the IPS technology in the HTC One. What that means is you get really good color reproduction, great viewing angles, and it's really easy to read in the sun, which are all really nice benefits. Next up is internals, which makes the phone really smooth or really choppy. So for the CPU, we're going to go with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 quad-core processor clock at 2.3 GHz, rumored to be in the Nexus 5. Now that's incredibly fast for a phone processor. On the RAM note, we're going with the 3 GB of internal RAM, just like in the Note 3. Now that is a huge amount of RAM for a smartphone. A lot of computers don't have that much, so if that isn't enough for you, I really don't know what to say. And lastly, on internals, we are going to go with a 3600 mAh battery, just like in the Oppo N1. Now that is a ton of battery space. That's going to last you at least a day, probably 2, and maybe even 3, depending on your usage. And recently, smartphones have been focusing a lot more on camera quality. In the Nokia Lumia 1020, there is a beautiful 42 megapixel sensor camera with a bunch of really nice optics to help it. We're going to take all of that, the sensor and the optics, and slap it in this ultimate smartphone because that's the type of camera it would have. One con to that camera is that it does make the phone pretty thick, but we'll get to that in the next section. Now on that topic, let's discuss the build. For the thickness, we're going to go with an 8mm thickness, just like the 7.9mm Samsung Galaxy S4. It's going to be tough to house all those internals and that awesome camera in an 8mm body, but it's definitely possible in the ultimate smartphone. Now, we're also going to go with build quality, but not from the Samsung Galaxy line. Definitely, instead, we're going to go with the HTC One or the iPhone 5/5s build quality. That is full metal, really nice to hold in the hand, not heavy, but a little heft to it to know that you're dealing with a real piece of technology. So far you have a really nice phone and an awesome screen to play your media on, enjoy it, but no sound. So for those speakers, we're going to borrow again from the HTC One with their stereo front-facing speakers. These will be super loud, incredibly accurate, a good bass, and just fun to listen to in general. This should completely eliminate the need for portable USB speakers or anything, because these would be plenty loud enough for you to listen to. Now that we are past those staple features of a smartphone, let's move into the specific features that improve user experience. We're looking at a USB 3 port at the bottom for incredibly fast charging and syncing, like the Galaxy Note 3. We are of course looking at LTE and dual band Wi-Fi for connectivity, so you get super fast internet speeds. And we are also going to be looking at a fingerprint scanner from the iPhone 5s, because why not? It's actually pretty cool. On top of all that hardware, we do need some software. We're definitely looking at this phone having the latest and greatest version of iOS. No, it's not. It's going to have the latest and greatest version, clean and vanilla version of Android 4.4 KitKat. I really stress the vanilla there because vanilla beats all. Skins on top of Android just aren't that great, and I really don't like how HTC, Samsung, all the top Android phone marketers and producers use. So let's definitely go with a clean and vanilla version of Android. But wait, you forgot the most important part. What? Oh yeah. We actually need a stylus in this phone, because what ultimate smartphone doesn't have a stylus? Well, not this one. Well, no. This one will have a stylus, not like the other ones that don't, because the stylus really improves the user experience, as seen on the Galaxy Note 3. Well, that's a lot of specs and features, but no name on this phone. We're going to go with the, I guess, Google something, because Google is the best of the best. You should know that by now. and I have no name for it, so let me know in the comments what you think this phone would be named. On the subject of price, of course I want it free, but realistically it would be well over $1,000 off contract, probably $300 to $400 on contract, which is a shame, but it's kind of where it would sit in today's market. Pushing all of that smartphone stuff and a few bad jokes I put in there aside, I want to ask you guys a question. Do you have any products that you want to see me review or purchase and then put on this channel? Because I do have a little bit of extra money that I'm willing to spend on a tech product if it seems good enough quality. So let me know in the comments if you have a product that I should review. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, go ahead and leave a like, share it, subscribe, all that good stuff. My name is Matt, and as always, have a good one.